Let's set the scene. Over the past 2 years, AI coding assistants have gone from novelty to necessity. Developers at major companies are using tools like GitHub Copilot, Cursor, and Claude to generate hundreds, sometimes thousands, of lines of code every single day. That sounds amazing, right? Faster development, fewer bottlenecks, more shipping. But here's the catch. More code means more potential bugs, more logic errors, more security vulnerabilities. And traditional code review simply cannot keep up. Human reviewers are drowning. The pipeline is overflowing. And that's exactly the problem Anthropic just decided to tackle head on. Anthropic just launched Code Review inside their Claude Code platform, a dedicated multi-agent system designed specifically to automatically analyze AI-generated code at scale. Here's what makes this interesting. It's not just a linter or a spell checker for code. This is a full reasoning system that reads your code, understands the intent behind it, flags logic errors, catches edge cases, and surfaces issues that even experienced developers might miss after staring at a screen for 8 hours. Think of it as hiring a tireless senior engineer who never gets fatigued, never skips a file, and reviews every single pull request with the same level of attention. That's the pitch. And for enterprise teams, that pitch is extremely compelling. Let's get into the technical weeds for a second, because the multi-agent architecture here is genuinely clever. Rather than running one model over your entire codebase, which gets slow and expensive fast, Anthropic's system spins up multiple specialized agents that work in parallel. One agent might focus on security vulnerabilities, another on logical correctness, another on code style and maintainability. They work simultaneously, then their findings get consolidated into a single actionable report. This parallel approach means you're not waiting around while one giant model slugs through thousands of lines. Reviews are faster, more thorough, and more targeted. It's essentially an assembly line for code quality, and it's built to scale with the kind of volume that modern AI-assisted development produces. Now, who is this actually for? Anthropic is squarely targeting enterprise developers here. Teams at large companies where thousands of lines of AI-generated code are being committed every week. For these organizations, a single critical bug slipping through can mean millions of dollars in damage, regulatory penalties, or a major security breach. The stakes are incredibly high. Code Review in Claude Code plugs directly into existing developer workflows, meaning teams don't have to completely overhaul how they work. It's designed to sit inside your current pipeline, reviewing code as it gets submitted, rather than being some separate tool developers have to remember to use. That friction reduction is massive for adoption. And with AI coding tools becoming standard in enterprise environments, this kind of automated quality gate is quickly shifting from a nice to have to an absolute necessity. Okay, let's zoom out for a second, because there's a fascinating and slightly mind-bending dynamic happening here. We now have AI generating code and AI reviewing that code. It's a self-referential loop that would have sounded like science fiction 5 years ago. And this raises real questions worth thinking about. Does using AI to check AI-generated code create a false sense of security? What happens when both the generator and the reviewer share similar blind spots? Anthropic's bet is that their review model is trained and tuned differently enough from code generation models that it can catch what generators miss. But this is a space we'll need to watch closely, because as AI coding agents get more autonomous, the quality of AI-driven review becomes the last line of defense between good software and catastrophic failures. So what does this mean for you, the individual developer? A few things. First, if you're using Claude Code for enterprise work, this feature is worth exploring immediately. Better automated review means fewer embarrassing bugs making it to production. And honestly, it could take a lot of pressure off your plate. Second, this signals a broader trend. AI tooling is maturing. We're moving past the generate as much as possible phase into a more measured generate responsibly and verify rigorously era. And third, and this is key, human developers aren't going anywhere. You're still the one setting the direction, making architectural decisions, and ultimately owning the code. AI review tools like this are amplifiers, not replacements. The best developers will be the ones who know how to use these tools intelligently.